tell an announcer you love him if that's what's in your heart.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FISSURE Universe episode 7, where we've got VP going up against MOUZ here. Okay, and right away, Yamish lands the hook on to fly. This should be first blood, as he does not have the overprotective vest facets. He did take Nature's Attendance level 1, but I don't think he survives this. There's another blast coming through. It connects, should be enough. His fly, he's gonna make them work for it. He's gonna buy as much time as he can. He actually survives that wild access. One more hook does the trick. It's Yamish who draws first blood. Kazurai Katana, and then you end up in the spot where you're kind of behind in items as the core and lane. And, oh, up top, they end up finding Chrysalis on the Bloodseeker. Not too sure what he was doing all the way there. Did manage to snipe away to House Courier, but not sure if that's worth his life. Mid lane, Abed. Invis room for Abed. Gonna try and get a gank going here against Chrysalis on the Bloodseeker. There's Fly. There's the Centaur up top. Jahal's gonna go into the Celestial Hammer and the Starbreaker, and they don't even need to use the Rolling Thunder for its full duration. It's Fly who gets the kill. Oh, okay, but if something gets his, so one Wisdom Shrine each. And Celery applying a fair bit of pressure to this tower here, but the Dawnbreaker ult is going to come through, keeping Celery alive. Actually, no, that's Dahao coming in with the Dawnbreaker, so it's killing Celery, it's not keeping him alive. Excuse me, this is what happens when you miss the draft, by the way. Abed, in the meantime, he's not found too many kills, so that Diffusal Blade is going to take a while before it's up, but has an opportunity for some kills here with the Rolling Thunder. It's going to be committed. Dahao comes in as well with the Solar Guardian. That should be the Fudge dead. Bidwan also dropping low, but now Chrysalis rotates in on the Bloodseeker. They drop the Rupture onto Abed, but the follow-up is not there. Now Dahao actually with a 2-man Celestial Hammer goes back in. Abed finds himself a triple kill. VP completely demolished MOUZ for making that mistake. They thought they had the damage, but Bidwan was low. Yamish was already dead, and Celery can only do so much. They need it. Anyway, smoke up here from both sides, VP and MOUZ. VP make their way towards the enemy Wisdom Shrine, but mid lane, Celery somewhere, actually not in the mid lane, it's down by the Wisdom Shrine where Celery ends up falling. Oh, up top, Tomato with the Blink Dagger ends up finding the Pudge. Huge pickup for VP once again. MOUZ gonna mount a, well, I wouldn't say a push up top, but they do try and get something. Get some damage on that tier 2. Meantime, Boom in some trouble. Solar Guardian coming through as well. It is gonna land. Hook is there from Yamish. The Chrysalis drops the Rupture, but he's the one now being focused down here with the Mortimer's Kisses. VP, they wanted Boom, but they ended up getting something even better in the Bloodseeker, and Dahao makes it away with a Celestial Hammer. Kez. TP to the top lane. Can he get a bash? Yes, he can. Tomato finds Yamish. Yamish pop the Dismember, but right. They might just end up finding the biggest kill of them all. The Chrysalis Bloodseeker. There is the Inhibit coming in from the Diffusal Blade. Rupture laid down, but it is on the Snapfire. Dahao comes in there with the Solar Guardian, and that's enough to help them get the kill. Hag's Lotus already done for Dahao. 21 minutes into the game. Smoker from the side of MOUZ. Celery and Yamish want to try and get something done here. Boom is here. He's got the roll, and they might just end up finding the Ursa. Tomato in some trouble. Mid one comes in as well, and the Ursa is mincemeat. Antares in a good position to break the smoke. Yamish goes in the hook. Oh, just a bit off the mark. Antares barely gets away. Mid one though, still on the hunt. Aghanim Septad ready, and mid one is going to be on the receiving end of this combo. Rupture laid out on him as well. He is dropped so damn low. The Kazurai Katana is going to take him out. Mid one on a killing spree. Roar committed, but reflected. So Dahao gets to walk away until Yamish lands the hook. MOUZ looking to clean them up on the side of VP. Tomato standing his ground, trying to fight back, but mid one with the Raptodon survives, gets so much HP back as well. And now Tomato in so much trouble. Yes, it's here, it's big, it's massive, and it's fucking up my frame rate. Antares is gonna fall. Triple kill for mid one. Abed buying back to get something in turn. They will be able to take down mid one at the very least. So that's something, but it does cost Arbit his buyback. Okay, looks like MOUZ, they want to try and see if VIPO have gone Roshan, but that is not the case. Midman actually going to go to the high ground. Ravens will to quickly go to the invis, but there's the Dawnbreaker coming in with the Solar Guardian. They take down the Kez, but the Rupture was there onto Arbit. The Pangolier is going to be murdered in cold blood. Chrysalis now chasing Tahao, who's going to try and TP out. Boom lands Aurora. I'm not too sure who it's on. It's on the Snapfires, and Antares is in some trouble as well. Essence Ring for V to try and stay alive. Antares running away, but I don't know if he's going to be surviving that fly. He let out quite a few attacks with the Hurricane Pike, but none of them had the impetus on. Now Tomato comes back in on the Ursa, looking to clean this fight up, but a good decrep fight from Celery. It's not enough though. Actually, does not last long enough. Tomato was able to get the bash, and now Celery is going to have to run. He is deceptively tanky, to say the least. Yamich gonna blink into the pit, spots out Fly, who is gonna be taken down. Mid one on the Kez, doing his dinosaur ancestors proud as he takes down the fairy, the Bambi, the doe, the deer. Well, a doe is not a bit, but they're gonna try and take this fight regardless. Tomato, his smoke's gonna break. Roshan bashing him up. Oh, and Tomato goes in and he snatches the Age as they get the Roshan kill as well. Mid one in so much trouble as the Solar Guardian comes in. Chrysalis is dead. And mid one, okay, that Raptidon's doing quite a lot of work. The damage is pretty crazy coming in from mid one, but he can't survive. That's the bigger problem here. I say he can't survive, but in fact, he's living for the time being. Decrept here by the Pugna. Tomato comes in for round number 2. Mid one keeping them at bay, but his mana is starting to run low. Tomato might just be able to take down the Kez here. The Kez turns around though, and they're able to get the kill. Tomato is dead, and Dance is dead as well. Tahao, in the meantime, he's left Bambi all alone. Fly has been rather rude to him multiple times in the team. Perhaps on one occasion he farted in the room and closed the door, excuse me. Out on him, but because the enrage was on, it doesn't last very long. However, what MOUZ really want were the Raxes, and they've got it. One set down, mid one with the Raven's Veil. Actually parries as well with the help of the Shorosai. Hook! Oh! He tried going for Tahao, but ended up finding Arbet here. Arbet in some trouble. BKB is popped. He gets back up to the high ground. Tomato goes in. Doesn't have the enrage, though. He went in with the BKB, and he just gets ripped apart by the Kez. The physical damage just a bit too much, and now Yamich diving the TFOs as he's looking for Tahao. Tahao throws a hammer, but not too sure what good it is, and MOUZ, they're just gonna go for the jugular here. Looking to take down the TFOs. Butterfly now down for mid one. And oh no, not again. Tahao, he's gonna be in some trouble. Arbet going in with the Rolling Thunder, but the ult very quickly cancelled. Roar is out, reflected back by the Lotus. Mid one dropping low. If they could find him, it could be huge. That would be the end of the push, and they indeed do take down the Kez. That's one life gone, but Arbet, he is not going to be able to survive this, getting beat up by the Bloodseeker. Never mind, he does. Antares comes in clutch for his team. Celery, the only survivor, will TP out. 4 dead for the side of MOUZ as they try going for the GG push, but and starting to come through. It's only from Fly though. Mortimer's kisses. They're gonna get started. They'll try and take down Celery first, but once again Yamich with a good defensive hook actually ends up leaving the Kez in trouble. Another Solar Guardian coming through. They will be able to find the Kez. 90 seconds, but he does have buyback. In the meantime, Roar out onto Antares. Boom trying to take him out of the fight here, as he is all alone in this back line, and the BKB is not going to help him survive the onslaught from the Ursa. They do find the Pangolier in the meantime, but Tomato has cleaned up this fight. The Pangolier sacrifice is not in vain. As Tomato finds himself buyback on the course. And Tomato, if he dies here, could be problematic. There's a Solar Guardian coming in. If they could take down this Kez, it could be huge. But there's the Life Drain coming in, keeping the Kez alive. For now, he tries to get up the Raptor dance, but is unsuccessful in doing so. 100 seconds, does a buyback. Chrysalis, also in the middle of all the VP heroes, is going to drop for the time being. But he does have buyback once again. Antares with the refresher up ends up finding Celery. Celery in trouble. Celery's going to fall. Mortimer's kisses, round 2, spotting out the pouch, but there's no way to cancel his TP. It's 4 dead at the end of it all. VP still very much in this game and very much in the fight. The super creeps though In the meantime, just shoving out the bottom lane, making sure that there's no backdoor shenanigans that could be afoot. Uh-oh, round number 2 though. They've caught Abed once again with the hook dismember, but this time around the Solar Guardians there, they'll take down the Pudge the once. It's got buyback at the ready if need be for round number 2. Another banner committed here from Fly. As mid one trying to buy some time with the Raven's Veil, but it's a bit difficult. He doesn't have buyback. Tomato taking a lot of damage. Oh. Okay, finally, somebody walks into the ward. It's the Pudge. Yamich is dead. 70 seconds, does have buyback. And Mortimer's Kiss is committed with the level 25 talent. So that's one Mortimer's Kiss is down. That's got a pressure up for another. Both sides exchanging outposts. And mid one sees an AM damage rune. It's going to be denied though by Fly. Mortimer's Kiss is in. Mid one has to be careful here. He might lose his first life. And indeed, it is the first life gone. Rupture though with the hook as to how melts to the power of that Rupture. Mid one comes back in for round number 2. Refresher Orb is at the ready for Tahao if they try and force something here on the side of MOUZ. But it seems like they are going to play it safe. Shove the waves in. And put VP in an awkward position. Back inside their base. VP and MOUZ saying each other outside the base. Yamish goes in with the hook. It's a bit off the mark. Tomato jumps in. Goes straight on top of the Kez. There's Solar Guardian coming through. The stun is there. BKB piercing. But mid one's going to be fine for now. Has the BKB able to back off. Boom though coming in. Looking for a roar. Enraged popped by Tomato. Boom will be able to cancel out the TP with the help of that roar. But look at the Mortimer's Kiss coming through from Antares. The damage is crazy. 4 on 10 from the side of MOUZ. Boom TP's out. As Antares completely demolishes the side of MOUZ. They've got a buyback on mid one, a buyback on Chrysalis, but there's no buyback on Celery and Boom. Well, he doesn't have BKB for another 70 seconds. He didn't actually get the Agnes Blessing. He has to make a slot here on Tomato. As I say that though, Celery has to be a bit careful. BKB at the ready for Pugna. The Nullify is committed. Solar Guardian coming through. They will find Celery. That's going to be a dieback on the Pugna. A huge window here for the side of VP. Okay, Rupture number 1. Not too sure who it was on. I guess it was just blocked by Lincoln Sphere. Beastmaster goes in with the Roar. Doesn't do all that much. Tomato though with the Aghanim Scepter surviving. Turning around on top of Boom. Gets once again caught out in one stead. 90 seconds, does have the buyback this time as Boom survives by the skin of his teeth, goes back to the fountain. In the meantime though, on the front line, they've taken down Tomato the once, mid one buys back. Can they take down Ursa a second time though? That's the big question. Oh, mid one, Refresher Orb doing a lot of cool stuff, but I'm not too sure how effective it is. Mid one's gonna be taken down. Tomato, beyond godlike, triple kill for him. The bear mauls the falcon. Eats him for dinner. And VP, they're going to end this game in style. Rampage here for Tomato. GG's call. VP take game 1. 61 minutes. But they do beat the Kez. It's Pangolier, Tomato on the safe lane. Dragonite and Tahao. Boom did go for the Necrotic Webs early on. And he might be in some trouble here. He isn't super deep. And he's gonna be found. Penitent's taken here, level 1 by Fly. They drop the ward and they're gonna get the kill. Uh-oh, not the start that the side of MOUZ were looking for. They leave the kill for Tomato and he picks it up. Soul Ring done for mid one. Yamich looking for a potential snipe here. Celery's gonna rotate in as well. Abed might be in some trouble. Lotus is at the ready. Now the Static Remnant comes through. One more right click will do the work. The Blood Grenade though takes him out. Antares will find a return kill, but it's gonna cost him his life as he takes a few shots from the tower. Shuriken, right click. Does he actually get away from this? I think with the Scurry he might. Yamich really wants to find this, but not too keen on diving. Will let the Hoodwink run. They managed to take it. Could be a huge blow to the side of MOUZ. And there's the Rolling Thunder. Boom. In some trouble here. Abed just hits him once with it. Gets away. Antares drops the Sentry Ward. And Celery is going to come in here. Are there more TPs coming? Yes. Chrysalis is going to TP over to the Wisdom Shrine. Yamish is dropping very low, but so is Antares. Antares is going to fall, and Abed needs to run. They will protect their Wisdom Shrine. It's going to be 1 for 1 thanks to the rotation in from Crystallis. If they could find Fly here, that could be huge. But Celery, he has another enchant coming up in a bit. Mid-one's going to come through though. It's going to enable them to secure the kill onto Fly. +1 Galvanized stack for mid-one. If they could find Arbit here, it could be huge. Arbit trying to go for the Rolling Thunder, but the stuns are there, and that is a huge kill. MOUZ might even be able to get Dahao here. Can they get the other Static Remnant off? No, they cannot. Dahao gets away, but they get the mid-tier 1 on the side of MOUZ. Thanks to the Broodmother. It's a kill and an objective. Okay, they're going to try and make a bit of a move on to Fly. Tomato comes in though with the Blink Dagger. Orchid is at the ready as well. Mid-one has to be careful. Sharpshooter blocked by Broodmother, but then Arbit comes in with a Swashbuckle. Helps them secure the kill, and now Boom in so much trouble on the Broodmother. He will get Fly before he falls, but that's a consolation prize at best. 2 cores dead for the side of MOUZ, and they're going to lose Yamich on top too. He did get up 3 tracks, but it all means deadly squad if he can't actually get the kills. Gonna go BKB right away. Maybe gonna get Sanchkaya first, or perhaps a Witchblade. To how those spots out Celery. This time around, Celery does have the untouchable. My god, what a huge Whirling Death and a Chakram coming in from Tahao. They're able to take down the Troll in the blink of an eye. Bounty Hunter dies as well. Mid-one in the meantime trying to find someone on the back lines, find something, but he gets nada. Just a Hoodwink. Well, it's something. So not nada, but not nearly enough. Gonna try and make a move for Antares here with the track. They might be able to get the kill, but there's the Orchid coming in from Tomato, making the Storm reconsider. Boom, however, still falls, and now Tomato goes in, stuns out onto mid-one, but he should be fine. Yamich, though, that's another story entirely. Trying to TP out, but the damage is too big from Tahao. The Whirling Death chops him down to size, and mid-one goes to Ducktail and run. Like this game, probably the Manta made more sense given the fact that you're playing into a silence. As Antares, oh, okay, mid-one had an inkling that there was someone there. Manages to take them down. How did he know? But not the end of the world. Yamich has been getting these tracks up, but ooh, down bottom, they end up finding mid-one. That's a huge kill. Tomato putting that Orchid to work and now going for the Bloodthorn. Not the end of the world, but this is something that you can't let happen for free. I mean, VP is just going to get this Aegis, and there's not going to be any meaningful objective taken on the map in the meantime. I mean, Crystallis does find Arbit, so mid-one, small zip. Not a massive one just yet. In fact, it might just be Yamich who ends up falling here. He's a bit too far. Bit too deep in the dire jungle. Will be found by Arbit. More than happy to pick up the kill. TP towards the top lane though. That's because Arbit has actually found mid-one on the storm. There's the Bloodthorn coming in. Mid-one just dead. MOUZ once again. The way they're drafting is starting to cost them. Boo walk up to the high ground and start whacking away at the tier 3. And with the Chen army and the Corrosive Dragon Facet, that tower is dropping very low. Bloodthorn out once again onto the Troll. Do they have the damage? Sharpshooter pop, but the Crystallis, he gets off his BKB and Battletrons. They will take down the Timbersaw, excuse me, not Tomato. Tomato still very well and alive, holding on to his BKB. Bloodthorn coming back off cooldown in a bit. Mid-one. Gonna zip away. He's gonna be fine. A 1-for-0. Playing together as 4, although Antares could be in some trouble here. Tracks upon him, damage amp is there, and look at that. Huge gold swing, but one, didn't have the vortex anyway, so it doesn't matter. Chen would have been fine regardless. So they get something off of that smoke. Spiraling army gonna be dealt with, boom. I was hoping maybe he could find someone. It's down bottom. I hear an electric vortex. They've got down Tomato, but Tomato has the BKB. Crystal is though with the Battlefront, staying on top of him. The lot of the armor is coming in from the Chen thanks to the Divine Favor, as Crystal is still going to be able to take him down, but it might cost him his own life. as Dahao now comes in, but there's 2 dead on the side of VP, and Daxa needs to retreat here. BKB committed. Thankfully, Midman has no mana, so they won't be able to chase him down. But that's again 2 track kills going the way of MOUZ. And boom, chasing down Antares. The Nullify comes in handy at dealing with the Scurry. Glimmer Cape can't be popped. Was on cooldown anyway, and Midman gets the kill. It's 3 dead for the side of VP. Shiva's Guard now down for the Storm. As the smoke's out from VP, they're gonna find Bambi, but Bambi is not that easy to find. In fact, Bambi gets away. Slippery though. And Fly get caught out by mid-1, but again, no kills being found, just blows being exchanged. No knockouts just yet. Chrysalis is coming though on the Troll Waller. They want to try and get something done. There's the stun out onto the Troll. Can they get the chain stuns going? Chrysalis, BKB popped by him. He's going to be able to stand his ground and try and fight into Tomato. Tomato dropping so low, and Chrysalis. Ah boy, he's got the lifesteal. Tomato's in trouble. Tomato's dead. The Satanic from Chrysalis does the work. Still has Battle Trance if need be. And VP on full retreat. Could go for the Witchblade next if he wants to. TP coming in from the Timbersaw, but Yamcha is there to cancel it out. Dahao in so much trouble here. Mid-1. Chasing him down. Track at the ready, so Dahao is going to be falling eventually. Spirit Vessel's there. And there's the kill going the way of the Storm. That's a ton of gold. 600. Not this. Gonna be able to find himself another set of racks here. No buyback gonna come in from Dahao. I hear a Bloodthorn though. It's a Bloodthorn on Bloodthorn action. One onto Antares, the other onto Mid-1. Mid-1's fine for the time being though. He's got the BKB Tomato, really trying to find something here, but he's just gonna end up dropping. The physical damage coming in from Chrysalis is just a bit too much. Mid-1 is the one who picks up the kill. Battle Trance committed here by Chrysalis, and he gets a bash off in range form. What's a stop to the Rolling Thunder midway? Pause it momentarily, and that's going to be another kill going his way. Dahao back, but 2 of his cores are dead. And Chrysalis can just go back, take that set of racks, and get his team mega creeps. Now the top tier 3 also in some trouble as Boom can go to work on that tower. Okay, Mid-1 zipping in, looking to find Dahao. Dahao has the BKB though. He's going to press it for now. Rooted up by the Troll. The ensnare is there. And the damage slowly is starting to come through. Bloodthorn popped by Boom as well. And Dahao falls. This might just be game MOUZ. Had a rough game 1. Mid-1's performance was very solid. But yeah, GG is called. Antares, he's going to tap out. And we're going to go to a game number 3 here.